Dear friends, at the beginning of the book of Genesis, following the fall of our first parents, God informs Adam and Eve that no longer will the earth bear fruit without labor and effort. More strikingly, to give birth to a child will now involve pain and difficulty. These physical realities are signs of an even deeper spiritual reality. The fact that to love in a fallen world involves sacrifice and real labor, a willingness to suffer with the other, to be vulnerable to and with the other. In the Genesis prophecy of Labor Days, the cross is foreshadowed, which is itself an image of life breaking forth in the midst of pain and trial, a sign of God's radical communion and solidarity with us. Simply put, without the cross, there can be no real love. For this reason, without the cross, there can be no Christian discipleship. For this stark image is the sign of solidarity, compassion, and service, the rallying cries and hallmarks of the Christian believer. On the cross, God loves as a poor son of Adam, by suffering with and for others. You and I gather here once again today as people of faith to remind the world of the horror of abortion and the true tragedy of what takes place behind these walls of this awful structure of concrete and glass. It is fitting that we do so on Good Friday, with the full capacity of humanity to betray, humiliate, and destroy is likewise remembered on this day, the day on which the innocent was crucified for the sake of the sinner. And so we gather on this day to stand with the suffering single mother. We gather this day to stand with the struggling young couple. We gather this day to stand with all those who feel compelled, against their better judgment and soundings of their conscience, to work in this structure dedicated to darkness and pain, to support their families. As Christians, it is never enough for us just to condemn. We must also be about the work of reconciliation, service, compassion, and solidarity. We must hold fast to the cross, as we do this day, as we cry out in love to all our brothers and sisters, there is another way. You don't have to do this. We are ready to support you. Support them when we must. For as we have said on numerous occasions, protests are important. Presence in love is even more critical. Once this day is over, will we return to life as usual, a life which cries of the poor and vulnerable as someone else's problem? Will we return to a life in which all that matters not only is us and Jesus, but will we be willing to take on the cross, to embrace it, to live it, which is, after all, the only way that we can be worthy of the name Christian? In the cross is our salvation. Not only because it is upon the tree that God died for the love of sinful man, but also because it is by means of walking in the shadow of this sign, the sign of the cross, that we are restored to life by living our lives for others.